Hogan. I'm a homeowner on the east side, and I'd like to know the candidate's opinion of the structure that's going up right now across from the Downer Theater, and what is your vision for Downer, for development on Downer Avenue?
Should I go first? What does alternate say? Not having an architecture degree, but as a Joe Q layman, I think it's ugly. And I also think it's, time will have to tell about how the investments on Downer are received. I mean, it feels like a done deal for me. I think a lot of people who went to the first meetings felt like it was a done deal even then. Downer did need an infusion of new life. I wished the process would have left with an end result that people weren't so polarized.
I've known Downer Avenue for a long time. My first job was with Popcorn Wagon. My second job was with Otto Wentz at Century Foods, which is now CDS. And I agree with most everything Patrick said, and I've been front and center on these issues, as many of you know, for a long time. And I have taken a position on this consistently from the beginning that was never anti-development. My position was, let's save Downer and let's save it the right way. And there's details on how the right way could have been better, but the main flaw in the process was that the neighbors and experts on historic preservation, and frankly the street level merchants, were never properly consulted. This was a deal where on the first time it was ever presented, that parking garage on December 18, 2006, we were told by the incumbent, if you don't like it, come to the hearing and complain. And that is not how you run a public process. And it doesn't matter how many meetings they had after that. It's not the quantity of the meetings, it's the quality of the meetings. And how you do it, and do you really take the input properly. How should it be different? I mean, it's clear that it shouldn't be so big, and it's clear that you shouldn't put in the center of an incredible, locally recognized historic district, which abuts a state and nationally registered historic residential district, an incredible intersection of residential history and commercial history, and put in the middle of it a 5 or 4.5 story parking garage, which they're calling a mixed-use building, but there's bank on the ground floor and there's 4 stories of parking. This was a huge mistake, and everybody knows it. Frankly, even the incumbent knows it, and even the incumbent's assistant, when he was campaigning, made mention of this. And I think about what Randy said about the parking structure with St. Mary's, and I think if the juxtaposition was rather obvious with those 2 items on the agenda. And frankly, I wish Watertown had taken a more consistent and more aggressive stance on this issue, because we've done it before, especially in relation to St. Mary's, and we didn't do it here. And it was a failure of community organizing. Part of it was, forces somewhat beyond our control, because we were pigeonholed into a corner, and there was a divide and conquer strategy which said if you're against this project, you're against everything, and you must be for suburban sprawl, etc. I mean, that's a ridiculous juxtaposition. It's like Carl Rove asking you, are you a patriot or against this war? The answer is both. Okay, and the answer on, are you for development or against this project?
I think it's still going.
And we
Yeah,
could
keep
have had a
asking.
better project. Yes, if I'd been alderman 6 months ago, I would have been forced to vote no on this project. If I'd been alderman 4 years ago, I would have been voting yes on a much better project that actually addressed the direct needs of the street level merchants